Are you wondering if the person, company that you are hiring is actually helping you with your SEO marketing and if it's really making a difference? Then stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to give you some of the quick and easiest ways to tell pretty fast whether or not the service that you're paying for is actually working, or if the person that you may be hiring is a fraud. So every day I get to work with a lot of really epic human beings who are doing a lot of really great things. And one of the biggest misconceptions that I see when it comes to business owners trying to understand what SEO marketing is, and also how to understand if you are getting swindled by somebody who is trying to sell you SEO marketing services who actually doesn't know what the heck they're doing. The first thing that you can do is actually do a quick review of your site and see if anything that they're doing is actually helping to improve your score. So I'm going to show you in just a sec here what you're looking for and how you can know, without needing to be an actual expert, if the people that you're hiring actually know what they're doing and if it is benefiting you and if it's worth the cost. All right, so here on the left-hand side of me, this is a platform called Ahrefs. Ahrefs is a free platform with additional paid options, and it's a great way for you to easily go and look at your actual site and see how your site's performing. So you can do this with the free plan. You don't even have to pay for it, which is awesome. And you'll be able to see instantly how your site's actually doing. So there's a few important metrics that you want to pay attention to and things that you want to be looking at when you're looking to see if the work that you're having done on your site and or whomever it is that you are currently working with is really actually helping you, or if they're really not doing much at all. So let's go ahead and dive on in. I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and this is through the Site Explorer. So if you go to the Site Explorer and you type in your site URL, it will go ahead and pull up your site metrics, which is basically all of the data about your site to date in relationship with search and keyword. So the big things that you want to be paying attention to on here: one, domain ranking. This should always be looking to go up, because the more authority that you gain, the higher your domain ranking is going to be. Now, this isn't the only metric that you should really be caring about, but it is one thing that you do want to see at least moving in an upward trend. So if you have a brand new site or you've had a site for a while and you've been paying a company to do SEO marketing for you, and this is at 0, then we have a lot of concerns. If this is in a downward trend, we also have concerns. So there isn't a specific number at which you need to be at here, but what's more important is you want to know what the trend is. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it not moving at all? If it's going down or if it is stagnant, then that is a red flag. The next thing that we're going to be looking at here is going to be the actual keywords and then traffic. Now, you're going to see your keywords that you are ranking for is essentially what this metric here represents. And then traffic is how much traffic you're getting to your site every single month on average based on the keywords that you have. What you want to note is these do fluctuate up and down. Google search is constantly looking at all of the content that's been created and assessing and reassessing and evaluating and reevaluating. So you're going to see fluctuations going up and down here. But what's important is you want to be able to see when you're looking at your content if you're starting to rank for the words that you want to be found for. If you don't even know what those words are and your person, whomever you are hired, is not informing you on what those content pieces need to be or how to rank for whatever keywords you want to be ranked for, then that is a red flag, my friend. The next thing that I'm looking at here is not just the actual keywords that I'm ranking for, but more importantly, what position am I in, and then how much traffic am I getting? So I, of course, want to be ranking as close to the first spot on Google, and I can see the position here by simply changing the position order, so I know exactly which pieces of content and which words are ranking. Now, the nice thing about Ahrefs is over here you have the keyword itself, and then over here on the right hand side, this is where you can see the actual piece of content that is ranking for said keyword. So if you do not have any content ranking here, again, another really big red flag. Obviously, you don't need to be creating constant content to be ranking on Google, but your content does need to be well optimized in order to rank. Period. So one of the things that you're looking for when you're reviewing this is, are you actually getting any keywords that you're ranking for? What position are you ranking for? And is it content that they are creating for you or helping you to optimize? If the answer to all of those questions is no, then again, huge red flag, something that you want to be looking at. The other thing that we want to look at is we want to see the change in keywords. So when we go over to an overview of the site here, and then what we're looking at is this nice little trend line of how the site is performing. Now this site I remapped, basically we changed the domain in October of 2024. So this is why you're gonna see this little jump here, and changed it to the new domain that it is now, which is sassinseo.com. So you see here that basically it was non-existent and then it had this huge spike, and we've just been consistently pushing content to it. So you're seeing this really lovely uptrend here of reach, traffic, volume, everything is going up. That's what we want to see. That's how we know, okay, there's magic things happening, which again aren't really magic, it's just science, data, facts. And that's what we want to be looking for when we're looking at, is what you're paying for doing anything for you. I think a lot of folks take advantage of people who don't understand what SEO marketing is or how it works. And so a lot of the times you're paying for something and you don't even know what you're paying for, if it's even working. And I think it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves in this industry, so that you, number one, can be better informed, and also you're not becoming a victim to people who are trying to take advantage of your lack of knowledge or understanding. So let's go ahead and go a little deeper into this. We're talking about keywords here and understanding how our keywords are doing. One of the things that I want to look at is I want to see how my keywords on this site are changing over time, and then what the position is in that. So there's this little column on the right hand side here that's talking about the change. If I click on that, I want to see an increase on keywords that I am looking for. And a lot of these, I'm seeing this nice green uptrend, meaning I am increasing in my ranking. I'm going up in the ranking closer to that #1 position. So I know that the efforts that I'm putting in, I know that the things that I'm doing are helping for these pieces of content. So again, another really lovely indicator that what we're doing is working, it's moving in the right direction. So these are just a few things that you can look at pretty quickly to say, okay, is this actually helping? Is this benefiting me? And is this even doing anything at all? So that you're not left wondering what the heck is happening and how to even know if what you're doing is worth paying for. So hopefully you found this helpful. The other option or the other tool that you can use that is also free here is Google Search Console or Google Analytics. So this is the back end of our Google Search Console for the same site here. It's going to have slightly different metrics because of different pieces that we're looking at. But again, what I want to see here is something similar. We have this nice uptrend in regards to the amount of traffic and clicks that we're getting on the site, and especially with all of these impressions. So you're going to see beginning of November, end of October, we had this big spike. And over the last 3 months that we've been working on rebuilding our domain authority, our traffic has continued to surge. So we want to see an uptrend. That's how we know that what we're doing, what we're putting in, the effort that we're putting in is actually doing something. If this is flatlined, it's a really big red flag. And it's showing us again that whatever is being done isn't actually making much of an effort. The flat line is basically telling you that nothing is happening. And that's not what you want. That's not what you're paying for SEO services for. And that's basically not what SEO should be doing. So again, these are just a few little things that you can quickly look at. You can say, okay, how is my site actually doing? Is this person or company or whatever that I'm paying for actually doing what they're saying they're going to do and helping me with those things? Am I getting clicks to my site? And as you can see here, we can see exactly what somebody is searching for, how many clicks we're getting and how many impressions we're getting. And you want to see these numbers consistently increasing month over month so that you know that the efforts of what you're putting in, what you're paying for, or what you're having somebody else do is actually paying off. So hopefully this video has been somewhat insightful and helpful. Obviously, we can't divulge into every single detail, nook and cranny of what you need to be knowing about SEO marketing and if it's benefiting you and your company, but at least now you can have some really basic markers on how to get started and just assessing if you are paying for something or if you are considering hiring somebody, how to know if it's actually working for you so that you're not getting swindled by somebody who calls himself an expert but doesn't actually know what they're doing. So if you are enjoying this content and you want to see more of it, please be sure to give us a thumbs up. It really does mean the world. And as always, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you can be up to speed anytime that we release new content every single week. If you have questions, as always, feel free to drop them in the comments down below, and my team and I will get back to you either in the comment section or we'll be creating video responses. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see y'all in the next video.